Welcome to the Kejuka AI Show, where we dive into the fascinating world of technology and its impact on our lives. Today, we're discussing a significant development, Apple's collaboration with Anthropic to bring Swift Assist to Xcode. This initiative is a testament to the fast-changing landscape of coding, where artificial intelligence plays a pivotal role.
That sounds intriguing. I'm curious, what exactly is Swift Assist and why is it important?
Great question. Swift Assist is a tool designed to enhance the coding experience within Xcode, Apple's integrated development environment. Initially, Apple demonstrated an on-device version of Swift Assist at WWDC 24, which took place on June 10, 2024. This demonstration signaled Apple's intent to develop an in-house coding AI, aiming to streamline the coding process by allowing developers to describe what they want and letting the AI handle the iterative writing, running, and revising of code.
So, it's like having an AI assistant that helps you code more efficiently.
Exactly. The idea is to embrace a style known as vibe coding. This approach involves describing your coding goals, and the AI takes over to help you achieve them. However, after its initial demonstration, the development of Swift Assist faced some delays between July and December 2024, leading to speculation in forums about whether the project was shelved.
So, there was some uncertainty about its progress. What happened next?
On March 13, 2025, headlines began to ask, "Where is Swift Assist?" This increased the pressure on Apple to deliver on their promises. Then on May 2, 2025, a leak from Bloomberg revealed that the Claude Sonnet model, a 1 million token context window model from Anthropic, was now powering what was being called Swift Assist 2. This confirmed that Apple had pivoted to a partnership with Anthropic.
That's quite a shift. So, Claude Sonnet is the AI model behind this new version.
Precisely. Claude Sonnet is a sophisticated AI model that Apple has embedded directly into Xcode. This collaboration marks a significant bet on the future of coding, where AI plays a central role in assisting developers. By May 2025, tech news outlets like 9 to 5 Mac and Mac Rumors echoed the Bloomberg leak and hinted at a public preview at WWDC 25, which is scheduled for June 9, 2025.
It sounds like Apple is really pushing the boundaries with this partnership. How do you think this will impact developers?
The integration of Claude Sonnet into Xcode is expected to revolutionize the way developers work. By leveraging AI to handle repetitive and complex coding tasks, developers can focus more on the creative and strategic aspects of their projects. This shift towards vibe coding could significantly enhance productivity and innovation in software development.
I can see how that would be beneficial. It seems like this partnership could lead to some exciting advancements in coding.
Indeed, it could. Now, let's take a moment to reflect on what we've discussed. Can you summarize the key milestones in the development of Swift Assist and its partnership with Anthropic?
Initially, Apple demonstrated Swift Assist at WWDC 24, showing their intent to create an in-house coding AI. However, development stalled between July and December 2024, leading to speculation about its future. By March 2025, there was increased pressure on Apple to deliver. Then, a Bloomberg leak in May 2025 revealed that Claude Sonnet from Anthropic was powering Swift Assist 2, confirming a strategic partnership. Finally, tech news outlets hinted at a public preview at WWDC 25.
Excellent summary. You've captured the essence of the developments perfectly. Now let's dig into how Swift Assist operates today. One of its features is Ask Claude Pane. This is essentially a sidebar within Xcode that allows you to input prompts in plain English. For instance, you could ask it to create a Combine pipeline for offline caching.
So, if I understand correctly, I can just type in what I need in simple language, and it will help me with the coding part.
Exactly. Now moving on to the agentic build loop. Claude has the capability to compile your code, read the build logs, patch errors, add unit tests, and then rerun the process until the tests pass. It's quite an automated cycle that ensures your code is error-free.
That sounds really efficient. It's like having a continuous feedback loop that keeps refining the code until it's perfect.
Precisely. Another significant feature is the context window. Claude can ingest large multi-module Swift repositories within a 1 million token window. This is something that GPT-4 Turbo, with its 128,000 token limit, cannot match.
So it can handle much larger projects at once, compared to other models.
Yes, that's correct. Additionally, there's the GUI test synthesis. For any Swift UI view, Swift Assist can automatically write XC test UI tests and integrate them into Xcode Cloud CI.
That means it can generate tests for the user interface automatically and ensure they are part of the continuous integration process.
Exactly. For the deployment model. Currently, Swift Assist runs in Apple data centers on M-series clusters. The ultimate goal is to enable on-device inference, which would enhance privacy and showcase the capabilities of Apple Silicon.
So, it's designed to eventually run directly on devices for better privacy and performance.
Correct. Now, let's discuss why Apple chose Anthropic over OpenAI or Google. One of the primary concerns for Apple is IP safety. Claude's constitutional AI provides deterministic refusals, which significantly reduces the risk of leaking unreleased frameworks.
Deterministic refusals mean that it consistently refuses to share sensitive information, right?
Yes, that's right. Another advantage is scalability. Claude's 1 million token context allows for refactoring entire applications in one go, which is quite powerful.
So, it can handle large scale changes to an application without needing multiple steps.
Exactly. Lastly, there are business terms. The agreement is non-exclusive and operates on a pay-per-token basis, making it cheaper than Copilot seats. This also keeps the door open for Apple to develop its own model in the future.
So, it's a cost effective solution that also allows Apple flexibility for future developments.
Precisely. Now, let me ask you a few questions to see how well you've understood. Can you explain what Ask Claude Payne does?
Ask Claude Payne is a feature in Xcode where you can input prompts in plain English, and it helps with coding tasks like creating a Combine pipeline for offline caching.
Excellent. And what about the agentic build loop?
The agentic build loop is a process where Claude compiles code, reads build logs, patches errors, adds unit tests, and reruns the process until the tests passes.
Very good. Lastly, can you tell me about the whole project context?
The whole project context allows Claude to handle large multi-module Swift repositories within a 1 million token window, which is more than what GPT-4 Turbo can manage.
Excellent understanding. You've grasped the key concepts quite well. Now let's delve into the reception of the new technology so far. Internal teams, specifically pilot groups, have reported a significant improvement, with a 20% drop in the time it takes to build passes. This is a promising start, indicating that the new system is enhancing efficiency.
So, the internal teams are seeing a faster process in building passes. That's a good sign, right?
It's a positive indicator. The iOS community has shown excitement about the integration of cloud large language models, or LLMs. However, there's a concern about relying on cloud-based solutions. Many developers are eager to have a local mode available before they start shipping their code. This reflects a desire for more control and reliability.
So, while they're excited, they're also cautious about using cloud LLMs. They want to ensure they have a local option first.
Precisely. Now let's consider the perspective of competitors. Both Microsoft and Google have acknowledged that Apple's move is strategically significant as it closes a gap in the market. Additionally, Anthropic, a key player in this space, has gained a marquee showcase customer, which is quite an achievement. One major concern is data governance. There's a question of whether Apple will shard project context or delay the general availability of the technology until local models become feasible. This is crucial for maintaining data privacy and security.
Data governance is important for privacy. So, Apple might delay the release if they can't ensure local models are possible.
Yes, that's a key consideration. Another open question is about the pricing model. Microsoft's Copilot charges between $10 to $19 per seat. There's speculation about whether Apple will bundle this service or offer it for free to boost Mac sales. Additionally, there's the issue of the energy footprint. Cloud inference, which involves processing data on remote servers, conflicts with Apple's previous critiques of rivals' data centers. This could be a point of contention.
Using cloud servers might go against Apple's past stance on energy efficiency.
Exactly. Lastly, there's the concern of loop fatigue. Continuous auto-patching can degrade code quality. Apple is testing snapshot and rebase guards to address this issue. Now let's look at some signals to watch ahead of WWDC 25. One thing to keep an eye on is the macOS Sequoia betas. These might include hidden Xcode 17 bundles or Claude endpoints, which could be significant developments.
Hidden features in the macOS Sequoia betas could be important, especially if they involve new tools or endpoints.
Indeed, another signal is the WWDC session list. If you see titles like Coding with AI in Xcode, when the roster drops in late May, it could indicate new developments in AI-assisted coding.
So, the session titles at WWDC could give us clues about what Apple is planning for AI in Xcode.
Lastly, updates to the App Store guidelines could precede a public beta. New clauses on LLM-generated code might be introduced, which would be a significant step.
Updates to the App Store guidelines could mean new rules for AI-generated code, right?
Yes, that's a possibility. Now, let's discuss the outlook. Swift Assist represents a pragmatic shift. Apple plans to ship useful AI now via Anthropic and then swap in proprietary or on-device models later. If Apple unveils a developer preview at WWDC 25, Xcode will re-enter the forefront of AI-assisted coding. Developers will then focus more on writing clear intent rather than precise Swift syntax. Now, let me ask you a few questions to see how well you've understood. What are some of the concerns the iOS community has about cloud LLMs?
The iOS community is excited, but worried about relying on cloud LLMs. They want a local mode before shipping code to ensure more control and reliability.
Well done. Can you tell me about one of the open questions regarding Apple's pricing model?
One open question is whether Apple will bundle the service or offer it for free to boost Mac sales, similar to how Microsoft's Copilot charges per seat.
Excellent. Lastly, what is one signal we should watch for ahead of WWDC 25?
We should watch for hidden features in the macOS Sequoia betas, like new Xcode bundles or Claude endpoints, which could indicate significant developments.
Great job. You've grasped the key points quite well. As we wrap up, remember that in the world of technology, the only constant is change. Stay curious, stay informed, and keep coding with clarity and creativity. Until next time, keep exploring the possibilities.